Hello and welcome, Aries, to your November 2023 horoscope. My name is Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, bringing you the monthly influences that will be affecting you. We're going to go over the cosmic weather. We're going to talk about planets moving into different signs and how they'll affect you. We'll talk about the new and full moons in great detail, showing you the astrology charts, the astrology for the month, all using the power of astrology. I love astrology. I've been doing astrology since about 18 years old, professionally since the late 20s. And I have found this to be a great tool to help people live their lives and live their lives in a much more flow. I guess that's the way I could call it, is that their lives will just flow a lot better if they pay attention to what influences are going on around them. And there's so much that we can talk about, and there's so much that we're going to go over, Aries. So, welcome. I enjoy doing this for you every month. I was doing it for the tarot and the astrology, but now I'm just doing astrology and splitting the two. So, make sure you watch your tarot reading for the November also. So, let's get to it. Let's go ahead and switch over to your chart for the month. There it is. So let's talk about what we got going on here. First of all, when the month starts out, let's be aware that the lunar eclipse is happened on today. Actually, today's the 28th, and it's happening today, this afternoon, actually. So we're going to be definitely feeling this energy coming into November, because these eclipses last a lot longer. And you can see right here, I wish I could get rid of this. I don't know what that is. It popped up on here and I don't like it. Let's see if we can make it bigger. All right, there we go. Just a little bit. There we go. We've got the gist of it though. So you can see that the Sun, Mars, and Mercury are all in Scorpio right now as of November 1st. And they're going to be opposite Jupiter and Uranus, which are retrograde. So that's going to be the tension that you're going to be feeling. So Aries are going to be feeling right out of the beginning of the month tensions at work, money, taxes, that kind of thing, and also ties into work and your 10th house. So this is all about your public projection. Are you going to let other things influence you? Are you going to let other things get you down? This is about doubling down on your faith. This is about keeping practical this month, Aries, because you're a fire sign and we're always going, 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 going. And for this month, it's all about balancing out and realizing your self-worth and letting people in your life know that, because this is tied in with the first and the seventh houses also. So the sun is going to be traveling. Right now it's in 9 degrees Scorpio, and it's going to end up probably around here, right in Sagittarius. We'll get to that when in the calendar mode. So the sun is going to be traveling in your 8th house. So you're probably looking for different kinds of financing, dealing with your debt, working with your finances, making the money work. What we don't want to do is be in a lack mentality. You can see it's easy to get in a lack mentality with Neptune at 25 degrees Pisces retrograde is opposite Venus 23 degrees. So yeah, there could be a disillusionment about our money and, is this all worth it? It's right now it's a good time to be practical. You've got tension going on in the earth signs. So what this is saying is that this is trying to show you that take a more practical approach and apply that. Slow and steady wins the race with this one. It's almost like a Capricornian energy, we are going to have Saturn is going to go direct soon. So that's going to be kind of lifting the burden with you, the mystery, the frustration inside of you that could be lifted. And expressing your emotions is going to be key, and not letting your self-worth get hurt or damaged in any way by other people or yourself. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the calendar. So the reason why these are important dates are because, like, for instance, anytime a planet is going retrograde or direct, that is going to be an energy shift. Anytime a planet ingresses or moves into a new sign, that also adds a different flavor to the month. And it seems that some planets are moving ahead of signs before the others. And it kind of mixes these energies. You know, we still have this Libran energy we're going through, but now we're moving through Scorpio slowly. And then towards the end of the month, we're going to be in the Sagittarius. All those different flavors will add a different effect to each week of the month. So, with that, being known, we got some stuff going on. Okay. So, let's talk about the eclipse that's happening. I mean, it's happening on Saturday, today, and then it's moving through this week. You know what I mean? It's like we've got the sun opposite Jupiter, Venus opposite Neptune. Like I said, there could be some weird deception going on, but then again, you can kind of feel the energy shift when Saturn goes direct. And Saturn is the lesson teacher. So what it teaches us is the frustration and the limitations have now lifted. Okay. But it's going to be difficult. I would not communicate your feelings on the 4th. That could be very verbose. It could be very, Leoin and ego directed. You know what I mean? The 6th looks pretty good after, the Venus aspects are kind of softening up with the trine to Pluto. Tuesday looks like a good day. And then Wednesday also looks like a good day too. Communications are starting to flow. The moon moves into Libra, and then on the 10th, Mercury, the planet of communication, moves into Sagittarius, a fellow fire sign. So you'll be able to communicate a lot more effectively, Aries, in the second half of November. Mars is opposite Uranus. Look for things going on this weekend, especially leading up to this new moon in Scorpio. A lot of stuff on the world stage, definitely transpiring around the 11th, November 11th, 12th, and the 13th. The new moon is going to be taking place in Scorpio, 20 degrees on the 13th. And the sun is also going to be opposite Uranus, and it is going to be taking place in your 8th house. So it's going to highlight finances. So let's go ahead and take a look at the new moon. Where'd it go? There it is. So we have the new moon in Scorpio, 20 degrees. And we've also got the new moon is conjunct Mars, the planet of action. And it's going to be opposite Uranus, the planet of sudden action. And then it's going to be trine Neptune, and Mars and Saturn are going to be making a square to each other. So this is going to feel some intense moments. These are things that are going to be brought to light. New moons are a new way of looking at things. It's a perfect opportunity to start things. But I wouldn't go so head in like an Aries does. You know what I'm saying? You've got to rein it back a little bit, because that Taurus full moon that happened a couple weeks ago is still affecting you, you know, and it is still leaving a mark, but this is going to be a time for finances. A lot of you Aries are going to be really taking a good look at your finances. You might find some things on your credit report that were never yours. You may also be just, and this is about getting out of a debt mentality. And I think for you, you'll have the desire now to go ahead and work out of that debt mentality and dial your debt down. You don't want to focus on debt because you'll have more of it. Okay. So that new moon is a perfect time to start new things. And this could be starting a new budget, getting onto your finances, and getting out of a lack mentality. The third week of November looks pretty good. There's a lot of Neptune action, a lot of sextiles going on. The 18th looks kind of wonky just because, the moon's going to be in Aquarius. No offense to Aquariuses, but with that sun conjunct Mars, it's going to be a move forward, spontaneous kind of weekend. And then you've got the moon squaring Uranus on the 19th. Yeah, I would say if that's it can go either way. That weekend I think would be pretty good because then it leads up to the holiday here and Thanksgiving on the 23rd. So this would be a good 2 weeks to practice gratitude. And I'm going to be saying that in all the horoscopes this month for November. But it would be a great time to practice gratitude. Think of the things that you're grateful for. Even thank the universe for the things that you haven't received yet. If you act as if, you draw them closer to you. So just be aware of that. Then we finally move into Sagittarius season. So happy birthday, Sagittariuses. And it's always, and now the sun is moving back into a fellow fire sign. You've got Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So the end of the month is going to flow more harmonious for you. However, we've got the sun square Saturn. We've got Mars moving into Sagittarius, and Mars in Sagittarius has something to say. Mars will then be square on the 25th. So let's keep the family arguments out. Let's keep politics out of the dinner table when we're having our Thanksgiving dinner. And let's turn it into more of a fun event. You know, you can shape the energy in a room just by how you're feeling, you know? So be aware of that, because for the 2 weeks here from the 12th all the way to the 25th is a good time, especially the 12th to the 18th, would be a good time to really start feeling the gratitude in your life and practicing gratitude. An attitude of gratitude will bring more things in your life to be grateful for. If you're interested in learning about the law of attraction, go ahead and take a look at my law of attraction course. I'll put that in the description for this month. So go ahead, it'll be in the details there. Great way to start off this financial season that you're going through is to learn about abundance and how you can attract it into your life. So that week of Thanksgiving here in the States on Thursday, it's always on a Thursday, looks like it could be, no, let's not idealize things. Let's be a practical approach. You know, the moon is here on the 24th in Taurus, feet on the ground. And then it's going to build up to this full moon happening in Gemini on the 27th. Let's go ahead and take a look at that full moon. That full moon on the 27th is going to be taking place in your third house of communication. You could also be taking some short trips towards the end of the month, visiting relatives, that kind of thing. But you can see here, the moon is going to be conjunct Mars, so your feelings are going to be very aggressive. So you got to, you know, and then we have the sun squaring Saturn, the moon squaring Saturn. So we've got some struggle here, and it could be with communications. And it's all about Gemini. This is all about happening in Gemini. This is all about our thoughts, how we communicate. So let's see how Mercury's in Sagittarius. Mercury has the drive to say things. The problem is with Mercury in Sagittarius is that we may say too much. And that could be a problem, Aries. So only say what is necessary. Speak what you mean, and that's it. No more, no less. Express your frustrations, but do it in a manner that is a little bit more laid back. Listen to other people's opinions, because this could cause a lot of arguments. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware of that. So when we close off the month, let's go back to the calendar view if we could. So we close out the month with, again, it's about communication issues starting on the 23rd all the way to the 28th, actually. And then it smooths out as the month ends. But this isn't as volatile as it was for October, but you are going to start seeing the effects from that lunar eclipse that happened on the 28th in October. So it like I said, it's got some opportunity here for things to start moving. We won't feel so frustrated. But then again, we've got to watch our communication, Aries. It's all about communication and speaking to the universe what we want, what we desire. And if we have faith in it, it will come to us. All right. So that's going to do it for the November horoscope. Aries, thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your tarot reading for this month. Also, take a look at my online readings that I'm going to be offering, especially during the holidays. If you want to buy that for one of your friends or lovers or brothers or sisters or mothers or fathers, it doesn't matter. It's going to be the season of giving. So if you want to go ahead and get a gift card for them so they can get a reading, you can also do that. You can contact me on my email address. So thank you, Aries, for watching. Have a great holiday. I am very grateful for all of your watches, likes, shares, comments, and subscribes, and I will see you in December.